Jez.
And I'm Cal.
Together we are SheKan.
And this is Spill the Prosecco. Welcome
Cheers.
back.
Welcome back, episode 8. It's the final. It's the season final.
Season final. Get excited. What's the cliffhanger? What's the cliffhanger?
Oh, where will we leave you all?
Yeah.
I mean, I've got that excited about this episode. I didn't change my shirt. Good job, you. You
Yeah,
changed.
it's totally fine.
Well
I did a quick change. It's funny. I'm just having like a little momentary flashbacks on our way here. I don't know if we've shared on camera.
I've got no idea.
I'm 100% getting a speeding fine.
Yeah.
That sucks balls.
Yeah, you probably did.
Well, we were running a little bit late. There was definitely a camera. All I'm concerned about is what would be an automatic loss of licence. We've determined that that won't be the case, so I'll wear the fine. Shouldn't have been speeding.
if you're
But
in the,
also,
if you're in
that's
the
a
know and you can help us out.
that's a 3-lane highway that should not be 60 Ks either. But that's another point. We live in Australia. Remember, they'll tax the shit out of anything.
Common theme.
Common
Anyway,
theme.
I really want to get in. I mean, this episode, we just want to just honour everyone that's come along for the journey and listened to the stories and been a part of it. We truly, really love doing this. It's so nice to just share without any care
Yeah.
about where it's at or where people are at. But there is when we were discussing what each episode would look like, there's so many stories that you just didn't make it because we just had no other context other than it's just a fucking funny story. So we wanted to make episode 8 the stories that didn't make the cut because we've got some hummers and
We're probably not. This is the thing, right? This morning we sat and we were like, what stories? And we're like, oh, this one.
Yeah.
They're not all going to make episode 8.
no.
But
They'll get there.
But it is maybe a preview to what season 3, 4, 5, 6, however many seasons we do may
Yeah.
look like.
Yeah.
But there's been a many of good stories.
Yeah, and so we really want to lean into that. And I would love to see, which we haven't even discussed this, but I would love to see season 3 we bring some people that were really pivotal, aka Lockie Horner. You know, like we bring people in and I'd like to hear their stories about the events and talk about some of the things that happen behind the scenes
I
with them.
genuinely think that there is some people that would come on and
me too.
share.
Yeah.
So
Maybe even including the family. Because last time...
our family?
Our family.
Fuck.
Your girl said, because we were at your house after we'd done season 1, and your girl said, when are you bringing us on? How funny.
And I'm like, well, start cleaning your room and you might get a look in. That's
So,
yet to happen. So
Again, season 3 will be a mixed bag.
Yeah,
But
who knows?
let's do the stories that didn't make it.
the main pour is literally the stories that didn't make season 1 or 2.
Yeah.
The first one we put down, I've got my list here.
Good. That's great.
Is Falls Creek.
Oh.
Okay, so I want to give some context to
Yeah.
this first. Shez and I have an ability to choose venues for our events and now we would say retreats that are world class before we even see them.
Yeah.
It's just an
it's
uncanny ability.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to have an experience at Falls Creek. If anyone is a skier or does the snow season,
Snow
you
people.
will know that if you're going to stay at a lodge on Falls Creek in winter, you ain't taking 40 people there and renting out the whole place because Astra Lodge, I think back at that time.
Because, we decided that was a potential venue and thought we should check it out.
And so we looked at we thought we might go and stay there for a night or two and like experience the food and do all the things. I think it was close to $4,000 for 2 nights. And we're like, okay, well, it's clearly very good venue.
It can't be shit.
We won't stay there. Anywho, what we decided was we'll reach out and ask them that after the snow season, before they do full closure, would they host
Do you have off-peak price?
Yeah, and that's what we did. And so long story short, we decided that that's where we'd be staying. They brought on a skeleton staff. We had the entire venue to ourselves.
Yeah,
it
with
was
a bit of a vibe of
absolutely amazing.
It was so indulgent, and there was a bit of a feel of like they were like, look, we, end of season, we somehow need to empty the fridges, empty the freezers, empty the prepped food. So are you okay with a whatever goes menu? We're like, yep, like that's actually fully down our, up our alley. We want to experience
and I mean,
that.
we're talking like the Astro Lodge at Falls Creek. So we're talking full magnesium pool. We're talking
Exquisite
spas. Like everything was amazing. Even we'll put some photos up of us. We did the cocktail making night.
That was the best.
Even where we actually ran the event was in the restaurant. So it was really moody and like earthy, and it was not like corporate venue at all.
I know it was off peak, but you could still see snow. There was
some of the ladies went tobogganing and it was incredible.
Vibe.
And what transpired was a really incredible event. We had some guest speakers there that we'll never have again. Have again. We'll leave that at that. But essentially what happened was the event finished on the Sunday night.
Yep.
And the staff at the Astro Lodge said, would it be okay if like their team had kind of their wind up drinks, because essentially the snow season had finished. They'd stayed open for us with the skeleton staff. We'd had our event. Our event finished on the Sunday night, very clear. Our event had finished. Whoever chose to stay on, stayed on.
Which means for us, when our event finishes, Cal and I are done. So for us, it's like glass of Prosecco with everyone, all the attendees. We love you. Thanks for coming. And then we're literally lock ourselves in the room. Good night. Thanks for having us. Yeah.
But what also means, from a legal standpoint, which is very clear that what we need to make, is that from a legal standpoint, you are on your own. You are your own individual. You are not part of our event anymore. Our event finishes at this time. What you choose to do from this point moving forward is on you.
Yeah.
And really interestingly, I would never have thought that needed to be an illegal requirement. I praise Jesus that we had lawyers that wrote our client events that actually had that written in, because what transpired...
We can laugh about it now.
After our event finished on the Sunday night and was little to our knowledge, because Shez and I are back in our room, we're debriefing, we're having a glass of Prosecco, we're celebrating a really great event, was something that ended up in the courts.
Yeah. I'm laughing because it was so unbeknownst to us that much that we had been away. We'd been at an event. We landed back in Melbourne.
We were in Thailand at the event with the man that scared us that we hated.
Yeah.
And of course, back then we didn't get international roaming, so any phone calls just went to voice message. We come back into service. Right. Yep.
Yep. So
we're in the car.
We landed in the car in Melbourne, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Anyway, so I'm like playing this through the speakers, and it was lawyers.
Yeah. We just want to have a discussion with you about an event that you hosted at Astro Lodge, Falls Creek. I'm like, oh fuck, like we want to have a discussion.
And it was like,
okay, we'll call you back.
But we were a bit like, what the fuck could this be? Like, the event was great. It was like,
have you got any idea? Like,
and I was like, paid the invoice before we got there, like, you know. And
I know we didn't drink the Bollinger because it tasted like
cat piss.
Well, rugby piss. What we got. Someone quoted us. Yeah.
If anyone wants to spend money on Bollinger, you're a fuckwit. That's what I'll say. I'll take me $9 like clean skin Prosecco from Dan Murphy's any day of the week. Anyway, long story short.
It's really not a long story short. You can't do it short.
Well, we're only going to get one through one story if that's the case. We rang them straight back, and we were told that the manager just before we move on,
Oh, God.
we're allowed to talk. We're not held
naming
to.
names.
No, we're not held to anything though.
Have
no,
you? No.
no. Okay.
I don't know.
Continue as you will. That the manager
I don't care.
of the Astro Lodge at that time had been
Stood down,
had been sacked because of the inappropriate actions that had happened the night after our event finished. Now, when I say the night after our event had finished, our event finished at 5 p.m. It was that night, the night that they asked, can our team have a few drinks, etc. And we were like, of course,
I mean,
totally fine.
we are the duo that just shared what happened with our team in an after blowout.
18 bottles of Prosecco.
Like we are fully on board with a let off steam, end of season, you do your thing. Like you do you.
And so
Unbeknownst to us,
we had zero idea what went on. Like we literally had a celebratory drink with everyone in the room. We went back to, we got a bottle of Prosecco probably. We went back to our room. We decompressed as we always do. We would have reviewed the event.
We had breakfast the next morning with everybody before everyone exited.
We did.
And nothing was said.
Well, there was a bit of like, oh, geez, like, late one, bit of a hangover, whatever.
Great.
And that was it. And so what transpired after the conversation with the lawyers was the manager was acting inappropriately, caught on video camera with some of our clients in the spa and the pool downstairs. Apparently, bottles of Bollinger. That's about all it's good for, just so you know.
A little bit of nudity.
Little bit of nudity.
And glass in the pool area.
And we were like, what? Like, we were shooketh. And then we were like, but this is not our event. Like, our event finished at 5. These are the people, these are the staff of the venue. Yes, they were our clients till 5 p.m. They're willing and able participants.
Yeah.
What is the problem here? And essentially, he was going the organisation for unfair dismissal, but months later, we got an email from the manager's wife's mum
that his world imploded.
But they had separated.
Yeah.
Because what we didn't know is the wife of the manager came in and dragged him out by the ear.
You know, look, and if we were making this a movie, like he was there doing the helicopter with the Bollinger and that's like our creative license.
Wolf on Wall Street.
We actually don't know. But, you know, that's, you know, we were like, maybe you guys need to come to our event. No, I'm joking. But at the same time, it's like, fuck, mate, I wasn't there. I'm not responsible for your marriage imploding. I'm not responsible for
your inappropriate behaviour.
I mean, you fundamentally chose, and we teach this, you know.
But the other thing that we also were concerned about was like, were our clients aware that they were being videoed?
Yeah, that's right.
Like,
actually, that's one of the things
that
we
was
wrote
the big
back.
thing we wrote back was like, is there signs to say that you are being videoed in the spa and the pool? Because they were there under the pretense that they were there with staff of the venue they were just having a good time, and then all of a sudden they're on video, and that's resulted in the manager losing his job and the wife. Anyway, these are the things that sometimes you find yourself a part of.
Absolutely.
And you're like, what the actual fuck? And all I can say is, thankfully, way back in 2016, we met Demetrio at that Balian event.
That was when we got Shark Tanked and I asked for $1 million.
However,
he was one of the people in the room.
I know, and that's when he started his law firm, the same time we started SheKan. We did not have the money
to
get our contracts done properly, But by this time they were concrete. We had, do you know what I mean? Like we knew.
He's such a great guy.
So amazing. But the learning in that was now our contracts are tight.
Airtight.
Because we have our international contracts and we have our domestic Australian contracts, which sounds really rigid but it's like we learned through COVID, like you need to be prepared for possible World War III.
Yep, I know. That event taught us so much.
We never disclosed that, never spoke about it.
Never. And in fact, we knew it all went to court. We thought maybe our clients would be called in to speak. They were never contacted. It stopped with us because personal responsibility. But again, that event taught us so much. So that event was, and I guess this other little element of this entire experience was that we had done such a good job at making the staff feel comfortable and grateful that they were working on their
essentially what they could be
you know, we were
paid,
so grateful, so thankful. We made them feel really comfortable. So they felt comfortable and connected to associate with our attendees outside of the event. You know, to the point where we ticked our clients off. We'd had a crack at our clients. You know, there was one night we were at dinner and they were acting entitled about, oh, I can't believe your food hasn't come out yet. I can't believe.
There's a couple of delays of meals and whatever.
You know, and that's like the biggest bugbear for Kel and I. We're like, fucking stop. You know, you don't get to behave like this. And then Kel and I have a thing where it's a mindset change. This is how we've programmed ourselves to flip a script, that when we will cross a threshold or step from
you make a
carpet
choice
to vinyl, it's fundamental choice that
you're leaving that behind.
Leave the mood, leave the energy behind. And I vividly remember at this event, I mean, previous to any of the stuff that we've just discussed, but I vividly remember stuff had gone down. People were, you know, acting significantly entitled, pissing us off, honestly, like we were shitty. And I remember being in the elevator and you and I both saying, right, when we step off the elevator, we're just going to let it go because the event will be perfect. It'll unfold the way it's supposed to. Energy will change in the room. Let's just reset. Let's go. And I remember the doors opening and you and I both were like, can't get off yet because I'm still fucking angry. I'm not there yet. So again, it's not mythical. It's not magic. You don't just step off and it fixes it. We had to fully take another 20 seconds to just literally be like, not ready to get off yet because I can't forgive them in this moment. Again, guys, this is the behind the glass. This is what the clients never saw, but I was pissed.
The other thing that kept running through my mind is that their entire event, accommodation, food,
I know.
the value of what we were presenting and the guest speakers was same value or less than what it cost to stay there for 2 nights.
Yeah.
So if they stayed there for 4 nights, it would have been double the price. And so I think some of what we were sharing at that event was about building the posse. And we talk a lot about that, is like, you know, something goes wrong or there's an experience that one person has and then they share it with someone else and then that person gets on board and they're like, yeah. And then they'll share it with, and then all of a sudden you've built the posse and that posse's all supporting you and we were just like, fucking stop it. Okay, so your meal's not here. Have you asked is there a chance that my order got missed? Like, it was just like we were done. Anyway, that was an entire experience in itself.
Yeah.
It was something that was really uncomfortable for us because we did have to determine where our responsibility started and stopped.
Yeah.
But it was also the point where we were like, we're good with our contracts.
Yep.
And if we need to tighten them anymore moving forward, we will. but it was something that we didn't discuss for a very long time.
Yeah, we definitely it wasn't vocal, and I love the clients involved too because they had a vibe, but they were never quite sure. Do we bring it up? Do we chat it with them? And like years later, we all have, and we've had a good laugh about it. But
But you're also not responsible for a man's choice of what he did in that moment, nor are we responsible for the wife's choice either.
Nope.
And so the mother-in-law reaching out to us, I was like, what do you want from us essentially?
Yeah.
Like that know, our event finished at 5.
Yep.
So
it's also the event that one of our favourite photos with you had the double
oh my
feet,
God,
but Charlie.
so
I love Charlie.
I'm going to put that photo up.
Yeah.
That is hands down probably
It's
my favourite photos
It's one
ever.
of our favourite photos.
Because that photo,
he's just so cute.
well, the photo of me that he captured was not planned. I was just like, oh, imagine, and then he caught that and then he edited my foot up. So yeah, we'll definitely put that up. All right, let's lighten the mood.
Oh, did that not feel light?
Well, it didn't feel light to me. I went way back to thinking we were going to court. Bendigo 4-day.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Sim, our beautiful one of our team members. She's come in and
Legend.
she's thinking she's going to sage.
Yeah.
Clear the energy in the room. Mm-hmm. She's walked over and thought, I'll open the doors, let some air flow. And she's got the sage and she's fucking lit the curtains.
Again, it's like there's no context to these stories. It's just snippets. But we had a room about to enter and Sim had just lit the curtains on fire. She was trying to do the right thing.
Genuinely trying to do the right thing.
But I can literally just visualise her in a perfect fucking knot ponytail on top of her head and the most exquisite long-haired person in the world. But just walking around, I'm going to fucking sage this joint and just next minute, fire brigade.
That also reminds me of the story where another one of our team, Carmen.
Oh, calm, you little cutie.
Was either putting the blind down or up at what was that one at Moama?
Not Paracuda.
It was Paracuda.
Was it? Okay.
She was either putting it down or putting it up, and the whole fucking blind mid-event, kaboom, just
lost the blind.
Fell off the screws and everything. And she just went, oh.
Oh, she's so cute. The woman that taught us the word dichotomy. Oh.
Please use the word dichotomy as much as you can. Anyway.
So she's also, I've got one more calm story, and we had an event.
It might have been the same event.
Probably was. Probably the same event. We'd offload, we'd unpack, and then, obviously morning, we'd just set ourselves up, get ready for the day, and next minute comes zipping down the road to Woolies because in the making sure she was solid in her outfits, forgot to pack her undies. Had to zip off to Woolies to get some undies.
I'm just going to pop into Woolies because I forgot my undies.
Oh, God.
Oh, dear.
She's so cute.
Yeah, so gorgeous.
Yep.
And, these are the funny stories and there's so many more.
Yeah, look, we've got a fun Woolies story, actually. So the tradition was...
That's the same event. Oh, mate, no, same venue.
Same venue. So the tradition was arrive, easy dinner. So it could be pizza. Sometimes we'd go to Woolies and get
salad
cheese and bickies, salad, tuna. We were into the fish at one stage. Remember we were doing the fish thing?
The microwave fish.
Microwave fish with
that's
sauce.
right.
We were doing that. And, we would often... I'd have a spray tan on, no bra. So, we weren't exactly glamorous as we were walking up and down the aisles of Woolies. And there was one stage where we were just wandering, just getting everything we needed. And all of a sudden this noise.
It wasn't a noise. It was just me.
But the noise was you.
Yeah.
And the noise was...
Moo.
I'm like, what the fuck is she talking about? She was about to fart, which meant if you're in the vicinity, you are going to die. You're going to be like a fly that's been hit with
A fly swat.
legs in there, dead people.
Do you know what? I've been thinking about this.
Just the fundamental, like, we just fucking knew, just run because it's going to be foul.
Do you know, I vividly remember this moment, and I don't know what my thinking was because I was behind you and Brez.
Yeah, but it's a smell that just
Like
lasts
I
the
left
ages.
it and then I moved. Like it's way back there, but I still was like nice enough to be like, clear the row, clear it out.
Because that's always, it's like you kill people.
Oh dear.
That was one of my. It was so funny. So I'm cross between just stuck in the crossfire because it was so funny. Legs crossed, try not to wee yourself, and you just running away from your own fart, and it's the funniest thing I've ever experienced.
We've
still so
already
funny.
spoken about it in season 1.
Yeah.
Kill a bitch.
Yeah.
Clear the dance floor.
Yeah.
Okay. We've got some questions from listeners.
Okay, let's go.
Or we've got rapid fire. How about we do a question
Okay.
and then we'll do rapid fire?
Sure.
Okay. The questions are probably all kind of tie into one, to be honest.
Can you?
So, starting life in a new town at 40, starting a new career in a new town, that doesn't mean that you've got to eat eggs or 2-minute noodles because you still want money to do good shit, and growing out of your own life and how to get it even better one.
Ooh.
So I feel like,
As in, like, is this like what's the roadmap?
well, I feel like all of the questions can tie into each other, and I feel like the age 40 doesn't necessarily mean anything. But essentially, I feel like the question is, how do I change the life that I've got to make it even a better one?
Yep.
And I think the first thing is that you've clearly recognised that the life that you've got is not what you want anymore, and you've outgrown it.
Halfway there.
Yeah. And so, great.
Yeah.
You've got a life that you've loved to this point, and now it's like, I want more, or this is Groundhog Day, or
Yep.
I'm ready to change. So I think you're halfway there already because you've recognised it. Because I think so many people live on autopilot and they're just living like day to day, and they just think this is the way it's got to be, and they don't even have the awareness of there could be something else.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my question would be for them is that we don't have the answer, but it's more about asking yourself the question is like, what is it that you want different to what you've already got?
Yeah. Yep.
And get really clear on that. And then what is the first step that you would take to make that happen?
Nice.
That's me.
Yeah, and I think you can speak into it so beautifully because you've actually did it. You're like, let's pick my life up. Let's move it here. Let's rebuild. Yeah, I don't have my network. I don't have my Friday night people. My kids are feeling something different, but I'm going to make it work because I know that this is what I want versus I think the want to move forward to the next step needs to outweigh what it feels like to stay stagnant. I think that's a big,
And I think
how bad do you want it?
And I think the two things that I got when we moved, there was a huge element of what if it doesn't work?
Yeah.
What if it's not what you thought it would be? What if you don't like it? For me, it's like, well, you do fucking something else.
What's next?
Like, it's not, nothing for me is final. It's like, well, I'll go there. If I don't like it, I can go back, or I'll fucking go somewhere else,
Yeah.
right? And so there's that willingness to change your mind.
Yeah.
The other thing is that whatever you do, someone will have an opinion that is different to yours.
Do you care?
And do you care? Like I've had people say, "Oh, you're so lucky to be in Queensland," and it's like, well, there is no luck. You make a decision and you either like it or you don't, but what you're seeing is from the outside.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you're not happy in your own life, make a decision of what you want and then choose accordingly.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't turn out the way that you thought it would, fucking make it another decision.
Go again. Yeah.
There's like this finality in that if you make one decision, that's got to be it.
Yeah, that's so true.
Like
you
I hope that the 2 seasons of Spill the Prosecco have been like, we are just making shit up as we go.
Like, it's again like I've got a 19 and 20-year-old daughter who are both in careers. I'm good if it's not your final career. Like fuck, I'm the first to tell you, hairdressing started me on the path to where I wanted to go. So
I went to Macy's subject selection and we just happened to get you just turn up and you get the teacher that's next available and we got the dean. And
that would have been fun. I wish he had a GoPro on her head that day.
He's super young and he's like whatever. And at the time Mace was doing a hairdressing apprenticeship through school, which he's not doing anymore, a whole other topic. And he was like, Mace, let's talk about the subject you're doing. He's like, what homework do you do now? And she's like, none. And he's like, well, that's going to change with these subjects. Do you want to go to uni? She's like, no. He's like, well, what are we doing these subjects? Anyway, full change around. And he kept looking at me. And
great questions.
And I was saying to Mace, well, this is great because this subject will give you your first line in human design and this will serve your third line and, blah, 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 blah. And I actually said to Mace, I was like, you can change your mind.
Yeah.
I was like, mate, I'm 48 and still don't feel like I'm locked in for the rest of my life. Like
Absolutely
I said, you look at what
not.
we've done in 10 years in SheKan. What we do now is not necessarily what we'll be doing in 5 years' time. So I said, don't even worry about it. Like, I wanted to be a PE teacher. I haven't spent one fucking day being a PE teacher in my life, but that's what I thought I wanted to do in year 12. So be okay with changing your mind.
Yeah. I truly hope I truly hope more people are having conversations like this.
Like it's Anyway,
because I do
a whole other podcast, but
I do see that pressure of I'm locked in. I've decided. Well, I'm like the first to be like, no, you fucking haven't.
No. And I think if you've got a career and you've got a skill set and you've done something to this point and you are in your 40s, but it's not it anymore, then explore what might be next. I'm not saying cut your lifeline off and leave your job and leave your security, but start to explore what might be next and how that might transpire.
Yeah, nice.
And then just take one step towards that.
Yeah, nice.
And if it's not that, then do something else.
Yeah, that's right.
Like
do something else.
Because no one cares.
No.
Because everyone's got enough shit in their own life. They're not looking at you.
They really don't care.
Don't be so obsessed that you think that people care about you because they don't.
Nope.
They got enough shit going
don't.
on. All right, let's go rapid fire. Oh, I never read these.
No,
Okay. What's a compliment that actually lands for you?
Oh.
I know what it would be for you, but what I think it would be for you.
Anything about me being smile, positive, high
That's
energy.
it. Bang, that's
I
it.
always will take that on board.
Yeah.
Because I truly do believe it.
Yeah.
How about you?
Well, mine would have been you can see the positive outlook on life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
A
Yep.
smell that brings you back to a strong memory.
Yep. So anytime I smell Fahrenheit, which is Joey's fragrance, anytime I smell that, it takes me back to our entire starting our relationship and
that's
anytime I
cool.
smell it. And sometimes I think he puts it on strategically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine is that burning smell in Bali.
Oh.
I'm just I'm in Bali.
Yeah, nice.
And occasionally we'll get that. I don't know where and what from in the Gold Coast. And I'll be just like, I just smell Bali.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, good one. Great.
What's one thing you do that makes you feel instantly powerful? Oh, I know what it used to be.
Oh.
Actually, I do know what mine is.
Go, you tell.
Mine's training. Mine's in the gym. Mine's putting
you just
activewear
feel
on
like
and
you've
training.
done something
Yeah.
good.
But it used to be.
I don't know.
Mine used to be putting heels.
Putting
the
mine
heels
used to
on.
be heels. I don't know.
As soon as we were like, we would get dressed and makeup, and then we would put our heels on, and mine would be we're on.
We're on.
Yeah.
I do. I still love the element of surprise in an outfit that's a little bit out there, different to everybody else.
Yeah.
I do love that.
Yeah, quirky
like
sort of
the newspaper suit.
Yeah.
Like it's,
not wearing what everyone else wears.
I do like to push against that. Yeah.
Your guilty pleasure TV show or comfort watch?
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe it's the current one that you're doing.
Yeah. Anything by Taylor Sheridan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Currently, I'm watching Bones.
Oh yeah.
I never watched it when it was because that would have been I don't know how many years ago, but I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah.
Last one. What's something you've changed your mind about recently?
Mine would have to be maybe 5 years ago. I had an obsession with Botox, injectables, flawless face. And then I got to a point where I actually got a photo of myself and I was like, oh my fucking God, I don't look like me anymore. Like I don't look like Shez. And I'd always gone and got Botox. I was pretty religious. Crows and forehead. And I had my lips done twice. And I remember I used to always say, I still want to look like me. Or if I'm pissed off with the kids, I want them to still see that I'm angry. Like, I was...
Which is hard to get when you're getting Botox.
Jovial. And then, caught a photo of myself and I was like, fuck, you don't look like you. And I was like, I'm just going to stop. I'm just going to do, I'll always have a spray tan. I'm the first to say I love getting my lashes done. Part of that is laziness because I hate wearing makeup. But I just remember seeing this photo thinking, nah, not you. Stop it. And haven't ever gone back and thought, oh, I might just get a little something. And it was always that I thought I needed it and now I couldn't give a fuck if I have it or not. Yeah. How about you?
Well, mine's probably my boobs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So I alluded to my surgery in one of the early episodes of this season. So I'm booked in on the 23rd of June to get my implants out. They're 12 years old.
Yeah, right.
So they say between 10 and 15 years you look at doing something. And I'm getting them out. And a lot of people have asked, like, are you getting a lift? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? I'm literally getting a full capsulectomy, I think is what it's called.
So what does that mean?
So they take the whole capsule, they scrape, make sure nothing's left.
Yep.
And no, nothing.
Right.
So what will be will be. And it's really interesting. So I'm seeing he's an endocrine specialist, so that if you go to him, he's not putting anything back in. You're going to...
It's about removal.
Yeah,
okay.
And I follow Ashley Freeman, which is Xavier Rudd's wife, and she had hers removed. She saw him. I thought, okay, great experience.
Yeah,
I'll go
cool.
and have the first consult. Really down to earth, fabulous. And of course, then, obviously you show him and they squeeze to see where the capsule is. And I had thought that they maybe had got bigger because I feel like they've got bigger.
Okay.
But what I've now realised is that gravity's taken hold, as they do.
Yeah.
So when you put a bra on, they come up, so they feel bigger.
Yeah.
Because there's more lift. And so when he's squeezing, he's like, that's your breast tissue. I was like,
I'm laughing because I'm like,
definitely not got any bigger. So, anyway, so he asked, like, do you have any expectations? I was like, I actually don't.
Yeah.
Like, I want them gone. He actually asked me, why do you want them gone? And I just said, because my whole opinion of, not the appearance, but my whole ideology around health has changed.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, I don't need foreign bodies in my body and da-da-da-da. Anyway, he did say that that is the majority of what he is removing at this point in time. But he said some women do say, oh, well, I want them up here and I want this and and I was like, oh, no, I'm just like whip them out and see what happens. And
clearly you've just told the podcast, but have you had many discussions with other people about it?
So obviously I've like Squidgy and the girls know.
Yeah.
I've told like my sister, I've told Marie, Squidgy's mum, and, you know, like some of my friends up here, some of them have actually had implants and had them removed. So that was like really good conversations. And I would be lying if I said I wouldn't say I'm nervous. I'm just like, oh, this, like I'm going to have to relearn how to dress them.
Well, an element of your personal stylist world would have to come into it. You're like, oh, fuck, I'm going to have to dress for not the comforts of what I've had with being able to have these.
What's really interesting because when I got them, I had to learn how to wear them.
Yeah, I remember.
And so now it's like I've made the decision. I'm almost like, I can't wait.
Yeah, cool.
So they'll get their last hurrah in Bali. But I know that I won't have a lot. They'll be low, they'll be wide set, they'll be exactly the way that they were after breastfeeding the two girls and all of the things.
And your did they weigh in? Did they say anything?
Well, no, but I'm like I don't know if I ever give people an element to weigh in.
Yeah.
I feel like I probably put out that persona as like, oh, I've decided. So
yeah, and I guess I'm asking because that exact photo that I looked at myself and I didn't recognise myself is the same photo that my Rubes, so my 19-year-old, who's experimenting her own with that, injectables and however that looks. I know, here we go. Everyone wants to chime in on that.
Yeah.
But she sent a photo and said, oh, my God, Shez, you look so
amazing,
hot in this photo. And that was the photo for me that was like, not me. So it's really,
I've seen some photos of me before I had them and I really didn't love what I saw, but I know now how I would dress differently.
Yeah.
But it's really interesting being up here on the Gold Coast. And I think what a lot of people think of the Gold Coast is fake boobs, you know, like all the Botox, all the eyelashes, all the things.
Which is not Gold Coast now at all.
No. So now it's all the little booty that they're all in the gym doing the bum work. They've got no boobs. They've got tiny little waists. Like health and fitness is a huge aspect. And obviously those girls are like the age of my daughters and up, like 20s. But it's just going to take some time to get my head around it. But he was like, oh, you're easy. You're totally fine. Like there's no expectation. And I'm not saying that 4 years, 5 years down the track that I might say, oh, let's do a lift, but I'll never get implants again. I know that. Yeah. And the likelihood of me doing anything else is very slim. But yeah, it's just it's a full circle. But I also say I don't regret ever having them.
No, and I don't regret me choosing to do it either. Or I don't say to my daughter, don't do it. Because ride the wave, do the thing.
And I would say I've had no complications. Yeah. I don't have any issues. I don't believe I've got any conditions, syndromes, anything from having them. I've genuinely enjoyed them.
Yeah.
But now it's just like I wouldn't spend the money to get them out to put them back in.
Yeah.
And here's another thing. It's going to cost me almost double to get them out than what it cost me to put them in.
Wow.
Which is like 12 years down the track.
Okay, yeah.
But when you look at a surgeon, an anaesthetist, the hospital, all the things.
Yep, okay.
It's not a simple decision for many people, and I feel genuinely grateful that I'm in the position where I can say, well, yeah, I'm going to get them out.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Wow. Interesting. Obviously, we hadn't pre-discussed this question, but it was interesting that we were both that
down that element.
that road. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Amazing.
But again, I really hope you enjoyed this episode, because this is the feel and the discussion and the openness of what we want next season on Spill the Prosecco. We want this to feel like it. You know the background of us. You know where we're at right now. You know the kind of stuff we want to lean into. And I really, truly do. Callan, I hope you loved it, because this is what we want to do. Plus some special guests.
Yeah, and I think the beauty of season 3 is now that we can talk about experiences from the events that we're actually running. We'll be able to test run some products and just have fun about like reviewing them and just
Did Shez get to Europe?
Share more story. Did we end up World War III and the world shut down? Fucking praise Jesus, hopefully not, but that is what we're looking at discussing in season 3. So
until next time.
Thank you for being here. Please make sure that you follow the show, you download the episodes. These are the one numbers that we're tracking in our entire SheKan career.
And please, reach out. We want to know what you loved, what you didn't love.
Yeah.
Laugh about it. If you were one of those people we spoke about where we never said your name.
Tag us on socials, do all the things. But, yeah, thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time in season 3.
Cheers. Bye.